waters, a 2 mm to 3 mm wetsuit or shorty is recommended. For 13 to 24 degrees centigrade, 55 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit waters, a 5 mm to 7 mm full wetsuit is suggested. As the water gets colder, you also need to wear a hood and gloves. For 2 degrees centigrade to 35 degrees Fahrenheit and colder waters, special training and equipment are needed. You should rinse a diving suit with fresh water after every diving day. Rinse dive skins and wetsuits inside and out. You should store your wetsuits on wide hangers especially designed for wetsuits or unfolded lying flat. If the inside of a dry suit is completely dry, you only need to rinse the outside of the dry suit. With neoprene suits, you need to rinse both the inside and outside of the suit. You should lubricate dry suit zippers with only paraffin wax or beeswax. Your dry suit with its valves, zippers, and seals should be inspected annually by a qualified repair technician. Clips enable you to attach your instruments to your BC. Without clips, your instruments will hang a foot or so below your waist as you swim horizontally. If you are swimming close to the bottom, your instruments can strike and damage marine life or be damaged themselves. A diving knife is a working tool used for many purposes. Its most important function might be to cut fishing lines or nets if you get tangled in them underwater. Knives are not to be used as weapons. There are many different styles and sizes of diving knives. For example, an underwater hunter might want a knife with a thin, sharp blade, while a wreck diver might want a heavy knife with a blunt tip for prying and pounding. You need a gear bag to transport your gear to and from the dive site and keep it safe, clean, and out of the way. To let others know there are divers in the water, you should use a special diver down flag. This flag must be flown from your surface support station or boat anytime you have scuba divers in the area. It is also your obligation to take the flag down when all divers are out of the water. A logbook is your record of experience in the water. You should record the information from every dive you make in your personal logbook soon after you leave the water. It's a good idea to have a first aid kit on any dive trip. An underwater slate allows you to record data and communicate with your buddy. A goodie bag holds games, specimens, and artifacts. A spare parts kit includes items that can save a dive, and an underwater light is a necessity for night diving. Diving is an equipment-intensive activity. Remember that all this equipment helps you adapt to the underwater environment and function there as comfortably and safely as possible.